Hey everyone, welcome to the Mariel header. My name is Mariel. Is my intro annoying? Because I just started saying the same thing at the beginning of every video to kind of help me get started, but now I don't know if it's just kind of annoying. Let me know. Anyway, welcome to the Mariel header. My name is Mariel, and in today's video I'm going to answer the makeup mess tag. Bonus, my curtains are open. So I always have my curtains closed because sometimes the light is just filtering in, but I guess the curtains are just too dark and it just makes the whole feeling in the room look kind of dark, and then the video looks kind of dark and people don't like that. So I'm thinking about getting white curtains. What do you think? Should I do like a more lighter background or should I just keep it as it is? Anyway, so I got tagged by Melly of A Brown Bunny Melly to answer these questions. I think they are amazing, so I was very excited to respond to this. So let's get started. Oh, by the way, these are mosquito bites. Let's get into the questions. So let's see, number one. How often do you wash your makeup brushes / sponges? I wash them almost every time I use them. Yes, from one day to the other, I wash my brushes. My beauty sponge, every time I use it. Since I'm going to go to the sink to wet it, I just wash it. And as for brushes, if I do a very simple eye look with just nudes, I will use them the next day. But if I do something very colorful, very bright for Instagram or YouTube, I wash them. Like I find washing brushes to be relaxing. I'm also kind of a clean freak, so I don't mind cleaning my brushes like a lot of people do. 2, how do you organize your makeup collection? It's not organized at all. Since I started making YouTube videos, I just have like a pile of like makeup here on my desk and under my desk. It all used to be in these drawers in like a little movable cart, and that's in my closet. That has a bunch of makeup, but everything that I'm trying and using is here. My everyday makeup is in a makeup bag, and I just have that on my desk. So it's kind of put away because it's in the makeup bag, but it's not put away because it's on my desk. Question 4, loose or pressed powders? Why would you want to make me choose? I guess for everyday looks where I don't want to use foundation, I guess I would choose pressed powders over loose, but I need loose powder to set my makeup, especially when I'm doing makeup on clients. I think loose powder is really necessary to like bake the under eye. So I choose both. You can't make me pick. Number 5, do you ever fall asleep without taking your makeup off? Never. I always take my makeup off. I can't remember the last time I fell asleep with makeup on. I think since I got acne when I was a teen, I'm just very cautious about having anything affect my skin, so I'm always cleaning it. The minimum I'll do is a wipey, but I always take everything off. 6, what makeup rules do you like to break? I mean, is there such a thing as makeup rules anymore? I think now people everywhere are just doing their makeup the way they want to, and they're not necessarily abiding by any rules. And there are also like a bunch of old rules that are really dumb that no one should follow. Like, if you have dark skin, you shouldn't wear like a nude lipstick. Of course you can. It's called pencil liner in your skin tone. You blend, you're fine. But I guess the one rule I like to break is I find wing liner completely unnecessary. On a lot of people, it's a must because a lot of people feel naked without a liner on because they have large eyes or they have a wide enough space for it, but I don't. People with very small eyes or hooded eyes, it's completely unnecessary. I like to do smoky, kind of the way I have it done now. Or I like to do my fake eye with my fake wing liner, where basically my wing liner is everything on my moving eyelid, and then I just do a little shadow on top. That's the rule I like to break. I don't think eyeliner is necessary to complete a look. Question 7, will you use a product even if it's cracked or broken? Yeah, I always do the alcohol trick on any broken pan. If you don't know about that, If you have a broken eyeshadow, highlighter, powder, and it is in a pan and you didn't like drop it on the floor or get it very contaminated, you can fix it just by crushing up everything in the pan and then slowly adding drops of 70% up to 90% alcohol. Then you just swirl it and then pat it down and you let it dry and it's just like new. Cracked, I guess having a cracked item is kind of dangerous because it eventually is gonna break apart. But there are a lot of eyeshadows in my makeup kit actually that are cracked because when I move them around or I move my kit around, if I'm not too careful, some stuff will crack. So yeah, I use those all the time. Number 8, do you wait to pan a product completely before you replace it? I would say no. I don't think I've ever gone through an item, let's say an eyeshadow or a powder, that I completely use up. Yeah, I'll hit pan and it'll get the center. We'll have this going on. That is so much product. I don't think I've used up a whole product before its expiration date. Like, I'll keep using it. Maybe if this got all the way to the edges, I'll replace it. But yeah, sometimes I think people replace products when they really don't have to. I mean, if it's beyond the expiration date, absolutely replace it, but no, like that doesn't irk me at all. Question 9, how do you feel about sharing makeup? I don't. I would never share mascara, lip gloss, lipstick, liquid lipstick, maybe even eyeshadow. I mean, if I'm there with you, I'll put it on, but I'm not just gonna, if a friend is like, oh, can I borrow this eyeshadow palette to go to this thing, I know I'm not gonna see that eyeshadow palette again. It's either gonna get lost or broken or whatever. They're like books. If you lend them, you never see them again, so no. But then again, if you're someone I know, I will let you do your makeup. Just let me help you out or just give it back to me immediately. Question 10, how do you feel about buying or trading used makeup? I know there's that online store where some people send items that haven't been used, like maybe like they've been swatched or something, and then that company sanitizes it and then resells it. I think I would be okay trying like some blush or maybe even some face powder and not so much eyeshadow or lipstick. I don't know. I just think it's weird. I would rather buy something that's more inexpensive than actually going for something that could be possibly contaminated. I don't know. Again, that's like the clean freak inside of me. I just don't want to get germs. No germs, please. And I think that's a particularly good trait, especially for someone who does makeup on other people. 11, how often do you declutter makeup? I would say I do a deep decluttering every year, mostly with liquid lipsticks because I just think they kind of break down. They're not great anymore. But yeah, once a year, I declutter everything. For every season, I go in and switch out colors and lipsticks. Like, I'll keep colors that are more cool toned or, you know, more orangey and bronzy, maybe for fall. So instead of having them all here on my desk just making a big mess, I will take out the colors that I want to use now, colors that are more springy, more summery, and I'll keep stuff that I know is a little bit more appropriate in my case for like fall or winter. I'll keep them away. So then there's that every 2 months, and every once in a while I'll go on a cleaning spree, and as I'm disinfecting everything, I'll just get rid of stuff that I'm like, I don't use this. This wasn't a great purchase, and I'll just pass it along or I'll just toss it. So constantly. I declutter constantly, no big deal. Number 12, do you use your fingers to apply makeup? Sometimes, yes. Sometimes when I don't want to do like a full face of foundation and I just want to apply some concealer, maybe around my nose, if I have like a pimple, I'll just put on concealer with my finger. It's a really great way to warm up the product and to push it into the skin. So I don't have a problem with that. I would never like put on a whole face of like liquid foundation. I just find that like really weird. And there have been times where I've applied eyeshadow with my finger. I think some eyeshadows require you to use your finger to apply because that just makes it more metallic and foiled. So yeah, I don't find it weird at all. Question 13. What products, if any, do you have in your purse, bag, backpack, etc.? So in my purse, every time I go out, I have a couple of things. First, it's the lipstick that I'm wearing that day. I always have a lip gloss, a lip balm, a translucent powder for touch-ups. I do have a 100% pure concealer. It's very thin, so it's good for touch-ups because it just kind of gives you a hint of color on top of what you're already wearing. I also have a cream blush, and I always have my Lily Lolo nude liner. And in my car, I always have an eyeshadow trio that has a brown, a beige, and a dark brown because there have been so many times that I go out not wanting to put on eyeshadow, but then when I'm out, I'm like, whatever, and I'll just put it on. I know, I'm crazy. So pretty much a full face. I have a full face of makeup on me at all times. Question 14. What is your least favorite step in your makeup routine? I don't have a least favorite. Maybe that would be color correcting. I think I don't like doing that on me or anyone. It's just kind of annoying. I usually put on peach concealer here in the inner corners of my eye because they're a little dark. And my nose gets red, so I do some green concealer on there sometimes. So if you have a good enough foundation or concealer, you don't need that kind of stuff, but sometimes you have to. So when I have to, it's annoying. Question 15. What is your worst makeup memory? Oh my gosh, yeah. So this is one of the reasons why, well, this is actually the reason why I became such a clean freak with my makeup. One time I borrowed my mom's mascara and I got the worst eye infection. It was so painful, so itchy, so gross. From that day forward, I never borrowed anyone's makeup. I always tossed out mascara at the 3-month mark or less. So yeah, that's my worst makeup memory. Getting an eye infection from another person's mascara. If you want the full story, comment down below and I'll do a video talking about that experience and like how important it is to not put on other people's mascara or to keep mascara for too long. And that's it for the tag. Thank you to Melly for tagging me. I will link her video down below. And since Melly pretty much tagged all of the cruelty-free and vegan bloggers I know, I just tag everyone. I tag everyone to answer this questionnaire. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, share this video with a friend. I would really appreciate it. I will see you in the next video. And until then, bye.